Alright, well, we are back to take on the Blue Trail today, but I'm on the Slalom today, and we're going to see how it does. Made quite a few changes to it. But selecting the wrong gear was definitely the first mistake I made. Running a Fox 34 Performance Elite on the front of this one, and a Fox Float DPS on the rear. So we'll see how it does with the rocks here in the first section. Also running a lot better tire, running the Pirelli Scorpion XCRC. That's a pedal strike. Running it tubeless, so I can run a lot lower pressure. And do it with a little bit more confidence. Well, it didn't go well, but still up, so it's all good. Thought my tires were chunking out for a second. The bottom bracket definitely seems to sit lower on the slalom than it does on the ridge. And I'm sure that's probably because my large butt is squatting it down. That was almost really bad. Whew. Saved it. So hopefully after that, the ride goes much smoother. The Fox suspension is definitely a lot more compliant than the Suntour. But that's to be expected because completely different price brackets. Almost going over the handlebars will definitely get your heart rate going. I'm definitely able to carry a lot more speed on the Slalom than I am on the Ridge Pro. Made it up there today. Wasn't pretty, but I made it. Yeah, this one, the bottom bracket, is definitely a lot lower. And it could be because I put a longer stroke fork on the rear. So it drove the bottom bracket down. Hard to say. It just hurts sometimes. Because there's no give to the granite out here. Your pedals hit, you're feeling it. I apologize for the wind, but that is a fact of life in Oklahoma. Like I tell my kids, when your state song starts with "Where the wind comes sweeping down the plains," you're going to deal with the wind all your life. So the Slalom has the same cue shifter that the Ridge Pro has. The biggest difference is the Slalom is a 32 chainring versus a 34. So I'm able to hit hills a little bit better with the Slalom than I can with the Ridge. It's not a huge difference from what I've noticed, but it is a difference. Pirellis do really good in this area. They're a really good fast rolling tire, and the sidewalls are strong enough to hold up to the rocks. I haven't had any issues with these tires out here. I have a set of Schwalbe's coming for the Ridge Pro because I hit some cactus thorns and got a flat. So talked to the boss and got the approval to go tubeless. So I actually have a new wheel set coming, the new tires, and the muck off valve stones that I prefer. I am running 4-piston hydraulics on this bike, but I'm running oil slick rotors, and not a huge fan of that, because I think the coloration on the rotor prevents a solid grip and makes them super noisy. So the wheels that I got are center lock, so I'm going to take the Tektro rotors off it and put it onto this one, so that I have standard silver rotors, and see if that makes a difference. I'm also going to put different pads on. That way if there's any contamination, all that's taken out of possibilities. It is springtime here in Oklahoma, so I definitely have to be aware of snakes and stuff like that. So keeping a close eye out for that as well. It's overcast today, so hopefully they won't be doing a lot of basking. The first time I rode the slalom out here, I was going through one of these chunk sections and hit a bump, and the bump actually knocked the handlebars out of my hand. So that was an interesting ride. But since I've gone to the Fox, haven't had that issue at all. Again, a progressive air sport versus inexpensive coil, it will make a huge difference. I think it was right here where it actually happened, but not positive. I don't know what happened just there, but that's okay. Got hung up. I apologize for not having a lot to say. The trail is keeping me on my toes today. The prickly pears are definitely growing. Yet another reason I'm going tubeless on the ridge. All right, so reached the end of the blue trail. Wanted to take a break and get some feelings back in my hands. Been on a computer all day, so they didn't want to play nice. But yeah, and I apologize for the brake noise. Oh, that's annoying. Definitely got to fix that. So yeah, that's the blue trail on the Slalom. It's a good riding bike. It does allow, or it is forgiving for rider mistakes, as you saw. Several times where I should have dumped it, I stayed on. So, thanks for joining me on the ride. And until next time, go have fun and keep on tinkering.